What if our psych patients really aren't crazy? Y'all tap in for a hot take. Me and my boy, who's also a nurse, got to talking. And we were just reminiscing about a day that we had in the ER one time. And the basis of the conversation was about 3 psych patients that we had in 2 days. So the first psych patient swore up and down that there were roaches and spiders crawling all over the room. And he was like, yo, do you see that? And I'm like, we're taught not to entertain the thought. So we're like, no, we don't see that. And we're trying to orient him to what we see. He's like, nah, bro, get me the fuck out of here, man. There's roaches on my goddamn leg. He starts swatting at his leg and shit. So me and my boy, we're calming him down. We get him medicated to keep him calm. And so just what you do for a psych patient in the ER. That's what we do. And then after that, you hit the charting and you say the patient's having tactile and visual hallucinations. But this is where shit gets weird. This guy was in the room for about 8 hours. The next patient came in after we transferred that guy out to the same room. Same room. Now, this patient does have a history of psychosis, but no hallucinations. I walk in the room just to introduce myself to the patient and get to know what's going on with the patient. This patient looks frightened as hell when I walk in. And she's balled up and she's like, before we start anything, can you kill all these bugs? And I'm like, what? She's like, you don't see all of these bugs around? So I get to look and I'm like, not this again. No, there's no bugs, right? You can't entertain the patient, so I'm not going to entertain the patient. She starts going crazy wild because she has a deathly fear of bugs and she just can't stand to stay in the room. So we ended up moving her to a different room. The next patient comes in. This girl was in the ER for about 10 hours. I think that's what we said. The next patient comes in. The same goddamn thing. He comes in the room. He's like, no, get me the fuck out of here. What the hell is that? And I'm like, what is what? He's like, bro, there's literally a spider crawling towards my bed. So now I'm like, you sure? So he goes, quote, yeah, man, there's spiders and roaches in this bitch, unquote. So now the only thing going through my head, instead of medicating him immediately for psychosis or just, being irate, I'm like, hold on, bro. Am I the one that needs to be medicated? 3 patients, all with different diagnosis, see the same thing? Am I the one living in La La Land? Are we the ones are we really the psych patients? Are the psych patients really tapped in? Bro, y'all let me know. But that's the conversation we had, and we was like, hey, bro, maybe they really tapped into something that we not really seeing, bro. And we keep medicating them and suppressing their reality, which might actually be reality. And we might be the ones who are not tapped in. Y'all let me know what you think. Maybe I'm crazy.